Hello, children of all ages. Today I'm going to be reading Walt Disney's Donald Duck's Tallest Tale. Donald Duck liked to tell tall tales. Donald and his friends talked about many things, but Donald had to have the last word. About fishing, for example. One day, Donald, Mickey, and Goofy went fishing. They sat at the edge of the dock. "This is great," said Goofy. "It reminds me of the time I went fishing by myself. I felt a tug on my fishing line. I started to reel it in. Well, what a fish! It was huge. The fish dove under the water and I almost went under too. Finally, I cut the line." "That's nothing," said Donald. "Here's my fishing story. I hooked a little fish. Then a big fish came along, and it was a swordfish. It snapped up my little fish. I cut the fishing line. It almost cut the boat in half. I was lucky to get home alive." That was one of Donald's tall tales. Another day, the three friends went on a picnic. They drove out into the country. They saw a nice spot under a big tree. "A great place for a picnic," said Donald. "Moo," said Cow from the farm next door. She thought the food looked good. "Well," said Mickey, "that cow reminds me of something." "It reminds me of when I was out collecting butterflies," said Mickey. "Butterflies," said Donald. "Yes, Donald," said Mickey. "I chased one, but it led me right to a bull. I ran away very quickly. I remembered that bullfighters do. I took off my jacket. I waved it around. The bull kept trying to run into the jacket, but I made sure he kept missing it. Soon he got tired." "How about the time I met the giant in the forest?" said Donald. "The giant laughed when he saw me. He thought he could crush me under his foot. At first I was scared. Then I walked right up to him and I punched him in the knee. I knocked him over and I hit him hard, just like that." Mickey and Goofy just smiled. They did not believe his tall tale. Soon, Donald decided to go on another trip. He was taking his nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, with him. The nephews packed the car. Donald carried his fine old camera. "We're going to the desert," said Donald. "We'll have an adventure. We will look for traces of ancient people and animals. We'll take pictures with my very special camera." Donald packed the camera carefully. Soon the whole car was packed. They were off. "Have a good trip," called Mickey and Goofy. "I will come back with a good story," said Donald. Mickey and Goofy laughed. They had heard that before. That afternoon they arrived in the desert. They saw the Mystery Mesa. "That's it," cried Donald. "Mystery Mesa is where the people and animals lived a long time ago. It's a large, steep rock with a flat top." Donald parked the car and he gave the orders. The nephews unpacked the car and set up camp. Soon the sun set. It was a bright orange. Donald and his nephews ate the picnic supper. "We must wake up early," said Donald. The nephews fell asleep right away, but not Donald. He was too excited. He was up with sunrise to climb the mesa. Up and up and up he climbed. He rested on a small ledge. He did not see anything ancient yet. So on he climbed. At last, Donald reached the top of the mesa. The sun was hot up there. Donald walked on, and then, swoosh, he slid into a hole. Down he fell. Down, down, down. He bounced on his head and then landed with a crash. When Donald looked around, he was amazed. The light on the hat lit up the walls. "Wow," he said. "Look at the ancient drawings on the walls. This discovery will make me famous." Donald took many pictures. "Everyone will be proud of me," he said. "I will win awards." Soon he was ready to leave. He looked around. There was no other way out. He had to climb out through the hole he had fallen in. He struggled to get out. Rocks kept slipping. At the top, Donald grabbed a branch and he pulled himself up. Stones and rocks began to fall. They blocked the tunnel. "Phew," said Donald. "Now no one will be able to see all those drawings. My photos will be the only record. I will be a hero." At the bottom of the mesa, Donald saw Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They were glad to see their uncle. "Can we climb too?" they asked. "Sorry, boys, but we must hurry home." Back home, Donald rushed to the camera shop. "Develop this right away," he said. He invited Mickey and Goofy to come over the next evening. "The trip was great," said Donald. "I discovered a cave with ancient drawings on the walls. People of long ago drew them." "Wow," said Mickey. "Will you take us there?" "Sorry," said Donald. "I barely got out. As I got to the top of the tunnel, stones and rocks slid down and blocked it up. My pictures are the only record." The nephews ran in just then. They had the pictures. Donald pulled them out quickly. "What was this?" "Oh no," he said. He looked at a few of the pictures. "Oh no." Mickey grabbed the pictures. "And look," he said, "a picture of Donald's hand." Mickey started to laugh. Donald was furious. "All the pictures of Donald's hands," said Goofy. Donald had not held the camera correctly. "Great pictures," said Mickey, grinning. "Great story, too," said Goofy. "We can't top that one." "But this time my story is true," said Donald. "It's true, it's true." Goofy and Mickey laughed all the way home. Maybe the story was true, but they hoped Donald had learned a lesson. Thank you for being with me today as I read Walt Disney's Donald Duck's Tallest Tales. Please expand on the links below to see the other books that I've read. Bye-bye.